What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into more Michigan craft beer, my favorite craft beer. This is Transient Artisan Ales out of Bridgman, Michigan. Still would love to get to their tap room someday. I just haven't had time, never in that location, but I do really want to check them out someday. Hope I can. So what we have today is Happy Little Trees DDH Double IPA, clocking in at 8%. So you can see this nice little backdrop on the can wrap here. You can see the trees, the forest, cool. So that's what we're working with. It's never a full label. It only goes halfway around. That's what Transient's always done. So that's just their little signature thing. And honestly, pretty smart. They're probably saving on money, right? Not as much wrap needed. Hey, thinking in 2025. Thinking in 3025. Nice. Okay, so what is this? Is it hazy? I don't know. DDH, sometimes you do see that, so I don't know. Let's see what we're working with today. No canned on date. Never usually see one from Transient, so that's M4 distribution. That brings it to Northern Michigan. Shout out to M4 and Jason. Boom, boom. You the man. Okay, let's get into this. Nice pop. Holy smokes. I would assume this is no older than a month or two. I mean, the newest drop was all pretty fresh, so I do think it's less than 2 months fresh. Probably a month, if I had to guess. Oh, and there it is. It's hazy. So we did not know that. Wow. I just had one from them before this, and it literally looked like this. Even hazier, and it was like 6.5%. This is 8%. But boy, still very hazy, and that's amazing. I've been drinking so many freaking haze bombs lately. Have you guys noticed the trend on the channel? That's not intentional. I did not know that this would be hazy as well, but DDH usually means it's a hazy beer. So that's what we got today. Looks just like the last one I had from them. Not as much head retention, but more ABV. Let's get a nose. Whoa, whoa. I mean, earthy, piney, slightly citrusy. Wow, it's very piney. A little bit of like honey mixed with like grapefruit and orange. DDH, like their DDH, like of course it's aromatic, but it's not as aromatic as some others that say DDH. And that's just like a small thing I've noticed, I guess. It's like a bubblegum tree sap pine resin. For sure. That's weird. I mean, there's like this sweetness, and there's this like almost wood tree sappy dankness to it. It's weird. Let's get in. I don't know what to feel about this. Happy Little Trees. Let's see if it's Happy Little Me. Ha! Cheers. Yeah. Okay. I see you. I think I'm onto something. So, bubblegum pine resin. Does that make sense? Like, that's such an odd mixture, but it goes here. Like, right? It's not like sweet and salty, I'm saying, but it's like sweet and piney. It's weird. It's weird. It's refreshing, but piney, slightly bitter on the back end. I like the balance. Like, it's definitely hoppier on the back end, but again, this beer is juicy through the front and middle, and then it gives you that like real slightly like resinous pine, tree bark, grass clippings on the back end. It's not like it's herbal or anything, but it's grassy. It's, almost slightly dank for a moment, but I think it's just like super piney, right? Without being like disturbing to the palate. And again, I call it like that bubblegum pine resin. It just kind of gives you that nice richness, sweetness, almost citrusy quality. And then you're hit with that little bittering and that pine resin, just tree sappy pine resin on the back end, grass clippings, mowing your lawn, delivering all the right ways. That's really good. Look at that. Look how hazy that is too. It's gonna be a pretty picture. I think I like this more than the last one quite a bit. I feel like it's like I'm gonna get like an acidic stomachache going on because I've been having like hazy beers 24/7. And truthfully, they're usually very difficult for me to finish. Hazy, not up my alley these days, but this one's really good. Seriously. Again, earthy, grass clippings, tree bark, pine resin, and then you get this like citrusy thing, like a little bit of orange marmalade, a little bit of grapefruit and grapefruit pith. It is. It's just like grassy pine resin on the back end. And again, I think there's this wonderful juicy quality through the front and the middle. And then like almost like a sourdough, lemon, honey, marmalade, jamminess. And then it just, again, bitterness, pine resin, beautiful bittering on the back end. Not too much, not too powerful. It's really good at 8%. Like, I feel like there's no heat to this. I do think this is a really good beer with really good quality here. Kind of impressed with this. And it's different, right? We have so many, like, I don't know. We have so many different beers that are the same, right? That are hazy and New England style. This comes across a little bit different, right? A little bit more calm, a little bit pinier, but a little bit more balanced, and it's still juicy. It's not like it's a frickin' citrus bomb, because I don't think it is. It's not like it's a stone fruit bomb, because it's not. It's just giving you the right amount of juiciness and enough fruity quality to kind of balance out this like pine resin tree thing on the back end. I like this. I actually think this is a really good beer. Grassy tree sap on the back end, maybe. But it's really not that bitter for being as like pine resin as it is. Almost gives me like, so I don't know if it's just like that malty sweetness through the middle. It almost gives me like tree sap, maple syrup vibes. It's not that sweet, but it's just giving me those little bit of vibes right there just for a moment. A really good beer. I like this. I think this is one of the better transient beers I've actually had. It's very tasty. Honey lemon, honey grapefruit. This gets better as I drink it, dude. This is a very good beer. Thumbs up, Transient. This is really solid. Ooh, yeah. Super smooth. 4.29. 4.29 out of 5. Oddly specific. That's where I'm going with Happy Little Trees. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you're going to pour a beer, remember, pour Michigan beer. Cheers.